For decades, Disney built its global empire on a foundation of universally beloved, character-driven storytelling. Its acquisition of Lucasfilm and Marvel Entertainment was a masterstroke, bringing two of the most popular male-centric franchises into its stable. These brands were not merely successful, they were cultural phenomena that relied on the fervent, long-term loyalty of a core male demographic. Yet, in recent years, a notable shift in creative direction has occurred, one that seems to have actively alienated this very audience.
Not a great plan.
This strategic misstep, chronicled in recent media reports, has led to a crucial question. Why is Disney now surprised to find its once captive audience walking away, taking their money with them? The answer, as the saying goes, is a straightforward case of finding out after one's own actions, a classic instance of FAFO.
Well, if it isn't the consequences of my own actions.
This is Marks on Media. Let's get into it.
Marks on Media.
The creative decisions that led to the Mouse House's business problem were not subtle. Across the Marvel and Star Wars franchises, a pattern emerged, where legacy male heroes were sidelined, diminished, or even mocked, while narratives shifted to focus almost exclusively on new female leads. While diversifying a story's cast is a natural part of creative evolution, the approach that Disney took was perceived by many in its male core audience as a deliberate rejection of the very characters and themes that they had long admired. Luke Skywalker's character arc in the recent Star Wars trilogy was met with widespread fan disapproval, as was the creative direction of a number of Marvel's recent projects. Alongside that, other recent creative decisions with Lucasfilm and Marvel Studios, such as introducing powerful female heroes, have sparked debate, not simply because of female leads, but how and why they're there. While some view this as a positive step towards diversifying narratives and appealing to new audiences, others criticize the approach, arguing that these characters are often given their power without the struggle that defined male predecessors like Luke Skywalker and Iron Man. This has led to a perception among some fans that established male characters are being sidelined or diminished, their hard-earned journeys devalued in favor of new stories. No more evident and obviously hateful than was the story of She-Hulk. In the comics, Hulk saves his cousin's life by giving her a transfusion of his own gamma-laced blood. While Bruce did save her life, it also made her into the She-Hulk. In the Disney Plus show, however, Jennifer Walters drags her cousin Bruce from a car wreck, making her the hero. His blood then accidentally leaks into her open wound, making her the She-Hulk.
That is the stupidest thing I've ever heard.
Then later, when Bruce tries to train her on being a Hulk, she's instantly better and stronger than him at everything. And she lectures him on how she's better at controlling anger because she gets catcalled sometimes, or something. Ugh. Speaking of She-Hulk, there is also the issue of unlikable, insufferable girl bosses like Phoebe Waller-Bridge's character in Indiana Jones that pushed aside a fumbling, bumbling version of a once beloved male character. There's every single Star Wars story now revolving around female characters, while the male characters, if they get any significant screen time at all, follow the women around like lost puppies. In the Marvel Cinematic Universe, there's Wanda being treated like a victim and having excuses made for her, and no name, no personality America Chavez taking over in Doctor Strange's own movie. There's Shuri taking over as the new Black Panther, Kate Bishop becoming the new Hawkeye, Thor's girlfriend and adopted daughter being set up to take over for him, and so on and so on. That is becoming very commonplace.
Boring!
This shift highlights a tension between honoring the original heroes' legacies and creating new ones that resonate with the mystical, magical, ever-elusive, modern audience that doesn't seem to exist.
It's totally made up. Pure fiction.
And this approach, which a Variety report describes as a conscious effort to win over a new audience, inadvertently treated the existing male fanbase as a disposable entity, a self-inflicted wound that fractured fandoms and eroded trust. The message, whether intentional or not, was that the male audience was no longer the priority. Now, with a series of box office underperformances and a growing sense of audience fatigue, Disney appears to be in a state of corporate panic.
When they panic and run.
According to reports, executives are urgently seeking new ideas and IPs specifically designed to appeal to Gen Z men, the same group that has been leaving the brand in droves. This sudden pivot would, from the outside, seem like a clear admission that the previous strategy has failed. The company attempted to lecture its audience on what they should enjoy rather than providing them with compelling stories, and this has resulted in a financial downturn that directly correlates with the loss of its most dedicated fans. The irony is stark. Disney took ownership of the two biggest entertainment properties in history and then proceeded to alienate a significant portion of the audience that made them successful, only to now scramble to win them back as its profits decline.
It's a bold strategy, Cotton. Let's see if it pays off for them.
I only say that this seems like an admission that they were wrong and are starting to pivot only because I've seen this before. For about a decade and a half, big brands and political parties have actively worked to make straight men a pariah. They have lectured them, beaten them down, told them to sit down because it's women's time, and then act shocked and offended when straight men completely check out. Then the brand will say, something needs to change. How do we reach out to men? And they'll recruit the same losers that worked to lose them the male audience in the first place to help them supposedly get their male audiences back.
Why are you the way that you are?
And how often has that worked? It never has. Some brands, I will admit, have done things the right way and said, mea culpa, mea maxima culpa, and it paid off in the end. But do I have faith that Bob Iger and his merry band of multicolored hair misfits will do that? Let's just say my expectations are lower than the average IQ of a Rings of Power viewer. Disney's struggles extend beyond its creative output, finding a clear reflection in its financial performance. Despite a strong showing from its experiences division and the burgeoning profitability of its streaming services, Disney's stock has faced pressure due to the persistent decline of its traditional linear television business. As consumers continue to abandon conventional pay TV bundles, the once lucrative revenue streams from channels like ESPN and its network properties have diminished, creating a significant headwind that even the success in other segments cannot fully offset. This financial vulnerability underscores the broader challenge of navigating a rapidly shifting media landscape where legacy business models are eroding faster than new ones can grow to fill the void. Let's just say that it's tanking faster than the United States birth rate.
Not great, Bob.
Ultimately, Disney's dilemma is a cautionary tale about the dangers of discarding a core audience. The company's miscalculation was in believing that that long-standing loyalty of male fans was an immutable force. They took that loyalty for granted and, in doing so, taught that audience a valuable lesson. Their patronage is not guaranteed. The current scramble to reverse course and create guy-leaning content is an attempt to recover what has been lost. But the question remains whether the trust and passion that were so easily discarded can be easily won back. A puppy can only be kicked so many times before it just runs away and finds a new home. The market has spoken, and the financial consequences are a direct reflection of the company's own actions. As I said in the beginning, we are firmly in the finding out stage of FAFO.
The more you f*** around, the more you're going to find out.
Comment with your thoughts on all of this. Do you agree with my takes? Why or why not? Did I miss anything you would have added? And do you think that Disney will ever win over male viewers, or just keep digging their own grave until they hit the center of the earth? Let me know down in the comment section. As always, the links to the articles I used for research can be found in the video description. Also, please share this video around to everyone you know, and don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and click the little notification bell. I am Troy from Marks on Media, and I'll see you next time.